Although invited, Italy will not be part of the Board of Peace requested by Trump for Palestine. In order to be part of the board, member states have to contribute $1 billion. The Italian constitution allows the country to be part of international entities, but only if on an equal footing, a condition which is lacking in the board headed by Trump. Other European countries have already said no, and others will be submitting their decision in the next few days, while the president of the European Commission is also unsure whether to be involved or not. The Italian government, after Giorgia Meloni's words on the incorrect use of tariffs on European countries who do not support Trump's invasion of Greenland, is at a crossroads. Meloni's role as bridge with the White House is increasingly difficult and delicate. And the opposition is pressuring the Prime Minister to refer to Parliament on Italy's stance on the Greenland and Board of Peace situation. Let's hear MP Chiara Braga from the Democratic Party. It is unacceptable for the Parliament not to be involved, considering the severity of the issue and following unanimous request by the opposition. Prime Minister Meloni must tell the country what Italy's stance will be. Is Italy on the side of those who want to defend the law, or is it on the side of those who want to replace an international rules-based order with the law of power?
La politica della forza.
The Italian head of state, Sergio Mattarella, welcomed the Paralympic athletes winners of the 2025 World Cup at the Quirinale Palace. What you have done makes us proud. I know how much sacrifice, effort, and preparation is behind these competitions, said the president, underscoring the good example given to future generations in a sign of civil growth, but also how much can still be done in order to guarantee access to sport to everyone. Cooked ham and other processed and cured meats, including many Italian delicacies, are now considered Group 1 carcinogens by the Cancer Research Agency of the World Health Organization. Group 1 agents also include cigarette smoke, asbestos, and alcohol, among others. More details from Gerardo D'Amico. Was classified as carcinogenic to humans, Group 2 carcinogens, according to the International Agency for Research on Cancer. Group 2 is considered possible carcinogens, while the IARC has recently upgraded them to Group 1. Ham, either dry, cured, or cooked, bacon, salami, sausages, and other cured meats. So all meats processed using salting, curing, smoking techniques, or the use of preservatives and additives, such as nitrates and nitrites. Group 1 products are considered agents definitively carcinogenic to humans. According to studies, sodium nitrite, commonly used in processed meats such as bacon, ham, and salami, appears to be associated with a 32% higher risk of prostate cancer. Potassium nitrate has been associated with a 22% higher risk of breast cancer and a 13% increase for all other types of cancer, hence moving these products to Group 1 agents, the black list, which includes plutonium, exhaust pipe benzene, deep frying, alcohol, and cigarette smoke. Of course, it's the quantity that makes a difference. In Italy, average consumption of cured meats is 16 kilograms per person per year, much higher than a one ham sandwich a week, which is considered safe.
Prosciutto a settimana ritenuto sicuro.
Cyclone Harry caused severe weather across southern Italy and the islands. Powerful storms have battered Sicily, prompting authorities to issue a red alert in several areas as violent weather brings heavy rain. Severe weather alerts also issued along the coast of Calabria and Sardinia. We are along the coast of Acitrezza, just north of Catania, where the sea is surging. As you can see, the seawater keeps crashing into the city walls and flooding the streets. These boulders here are actually the breakwaters dragged to shore by the waves. 20-meter high waves here. And imagine how strong the waves were to be able to drag these boulders, very heavy rocks that weigh hundreds of kilograms, onto the shore. As we walk along the streets here, we can see pumps working to dry out the streets. Many residents had to leave their homes. Last night, some of these boulders reached the homes here, breaking windows and damaging properties. A serious assessment of the damage will have to be carried out because commercial activities are on their knees. And all the cafes and restaurants and stores here along the coast have been flooded by seawater.
Tutti invasi dall'acqua del mare.
The funeral chamber for Valentino, who passed away at the age of 93, has been set up in Palazzo Mignanelli, historic headquarters of the fashion label and now the seat of the foundation bearing his name. No red, an iconic color which became a symbol of his creations, but rather white flowers and decor for the last tribute to the stylist. Messages of grief and condolences from all over the world and hundreds of people lined up near Piazza di Spagna. The funeral will take place on Friday in the Santa Maria degli Angeli Basilica. And in closing, soccer Champions League. Today, Juventus will play against Benfica and Atalanta will deal with Athletic Bilbao. Yesterday, Inter defeated 3-1 by Arsenal at San Siro. Napoli tied 1-1 against Copenhagen. More details from Lucio Micheli.
Luci sul Meazza.
In the duel between the top-ranking teams in Serie A and Premier League, Arsenal takes the podium. The first 45 minutes of the game reflect the quality of the teams. Gabriel Jesus scores twice. The 28-year-old former Man City player scores his first goal at minute 9. Kivu evens the score momentarily at minute 17, but Inter's distracted defense allows Gabriel Jesus to score his second goal. Many highlights in the second half-time, but Victor Gyökeres scores for Arsenal at minute 83, closing the game 3-1 for Arsenal after a 7-streak win for the team.
Nel girone unico di Champions grazie alle 7 vittorie consecutive. È una giornata.
Grim skies for Napoli in Copenhagen, playing in 10 against the Danes after the captain's expulsion. McTominay drags the Blues towards an advantage in the last few minutes of the first half-time, but in the second half-time, Larsson evens out the score with a penalty. Napoli missed its chance at minute 89, closing the game 1-1.
Un brutto colpo per le ambizioni playoff di Conte.
That's all for today. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same channel.